And hello, YouTube and Marvel fans, and welcome to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with my review of Captain America Civil War. Now, this is the non-spoiler review version. I'm not going to do a spoiler review of this movie until maybe the Blu-ray. Not sure yet, but just to let you know that right now. So, let's begin. Okay, so this movie is basically completely different from what the comic book was. If you've seen the comic book or even heard about the comic book, in the comic book Civil War, the two teams, Captain America's team and Iron Man's team, they split up due to the fact that the government wants the heroes to be unmasked. You know, so they have their blow, la 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 la, and there you go. But this movie is completely different. The government felt that the Avengers are too powerful and they kind of lose control of some of the situations that they get into, where either it's New York, Sokovia, Washington, D.C., all the events of what happened in the other Avenger movies, you know? So the government came up with this idea that, you know what, you guys are going to work for us, and if there's a situation we can't handle, we'll let you go, but you're going to take our orders. Now, Iron Man, Black Widow, Vision, War Machine, and of course Spider-Man, they all agreed to do that term. Well, Spider-Man didn't really agree. He just basically went along with Iron Man. Because Iron Man's like, yeah, listen, we've been playing Avengers, playing heroes with a lot of casualties, and I think we should be put in check. You know, we're too powerful. And then on the other hand, you have Captain America, Falcon. They're saying, no way, no way, no how. And then they get Ant-Man involved. Then they get Bucky involved, and of course they get Hawkeye involved as well. Now you have newcomers in this movie. Obviously, you have Black Panther, and then you have Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chadwick Boseman. Sorry, yeah, there you go. Now, Black Panther kicks ass in so many different ways. He worked. He was great. He had a great backstory. He had a really personal grudge against the Winter Soldier. I don't want to explain what happens, but something happens with Winter Soldier that gets Black Panther kind of pissed off at him. So when you watch it, then you understand why he's pissed off at the Winter Soldier. Because something happens where the government thinks Winter Soldier's involved in a certain situation. If you did not see the trailer, I'm going to warn you right here, spoiler. The UN gets blown up. Somebody blows up the UN, and then they blame the Winter Soldier for it. Something happens where the government thinks the Winter Soldier was behind it. So then they go after him. And, yeah, that's why the Black Panther's after him. And then you have Iron Man trying to chase him down and trying to protect his friend, and then he gets involved in that, and then he ends up being like a criminal. So, is this movie awesome? Yeah, it is. Is it a better movie than the other Avenger movies? Not as good as the first Avengers. Not even as good as Winter Soldier. I, in my personal opinion, I think Winter Soldier is a lot better film for what it is, due to the fact that this movie has some pacing problems. But it's not a pacing problem where you're bored. You know, it's a pacing problem where it's slow. And sometimes, if you're not a comic book fan, it's kind of hard to understand because the way they explain it just talks very slow. There's a lot of talking involved in this movie. There's a lot of it. So if you're one of those people who just like these movies because they're popcorn fun explosion, they have it. It's in it. And a lot of good scene. That airport scene is in the trailer. That thing blew my mind. How awesome that crap is, because it's incredible. Then, you know, like I said, that major problems with this movie is, once again, they kind of fell flat with the villain. You know, you have Baron Zemo, and then why is he involved in this movie? You get into it eventually once you see the movie. But yeah, they really could have just taken him out of this movie, and it would have been better, in my opinion. But whatever. You know, that's it. But yeah, I just felt like this movie is awesome in so many different ways. But it does have its problems too. But it's very fun. I think this is a good Captain America movie. It's not the best Captain America movie, because I think this is better than one. I can agree with that. A little bit better than one. but a lot better than Avengers: Age of Ultron. I say that. If you want to say this is a better Avengers movie, I agree with that. You know, minus Hulk and obviously Thor, because they're not in it. Spoiler if you thought they were gonna be in it, but yeah, whatever. They're not in it, so don't worry about it. I think it's better than Age of Ultron in so many different levels because while the pacing in that movie is kind of sloppy and the villain's really, he was good Ultron, but he was also cartoony in a way. This villain, they could have just got rid of him and it would have been fine. But the chemistry that everybody had and the side you had to pick. If you picked on Iron Man's side, you'll be like, yeah, I understand his points. If you pick Captain America's side, you understand his points. But then when you finally see them get blows, you know, have blows to blows with each other, then you're like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't side with the other. It's very, very good at what they did with it. Because obviously there were moments I was like, cause I went into the movie Captain America's team. And I still am. But there were moments I'm like, should I go on Iron Man's side? I mean, not because he had the better team or whatever. He had Iron Man, he had Vision, he had War Machine, obviously. But, you know, it's just that there are certain points he made that made sense. But then again, there were points at Captain America's side. So I was like, you know what, let me just say Captain America's side. But yeah, crap went down. They beat the holy hell. There were moments that they wanted to kill each other. Maybe they did, maybe they did not. Who knows? You gotta go watch it. But yeah, like I said, I thoroughly enjoy this movie a lot. This movie is awesome in so many different ways. It's like I said, it's a better Avengers movie than 2, but it's still still a good movie, but not as great as Captain America 2. So if you ask me if I had to grade this movie, I'm gonna give it an 8. I love this movie. It's fun, but like I said, if you're not one of those hardcore just movie fans of the Marvel movies, you're gonna get kind of lost in here a little bit. But and also if you're a diehard hardcore comic book version of Civil War, then you might also find some problems with it. But that's okay. Now, do I like this movie better than Batman v Superman? If you had to ask me that right now, yeah, I actually do, because at least in this movie it didn't have 3 scripts that made no sense to me at all. But I don't want to get into that argument. I love Batman v Superman for what it was, but they're totally different movies. But like I said, I do like this movie a lot better than Batman v Superman. That's just my opinion, so don't go be like, oh my god, I'm a DC hater or whatnot. But yeah, whatever. See those pictures right there in the back of my wall? Yeah, that proves I'm a DC fan too. But like I said, I just felt for what this movie was handled a lot better than what Batman v Superman was. Because, like I said, it's apples and oranges, very different comparisons. Script was a little sloppy in this movie, just a little bit, but like I said, it makes up for the action scenes. It's not too much, but when it does, it does. Let me talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man kicked ass. I can't wait to see what he does in his own movie. Black Panther, that's like perfect spices mixed in with the bowl of Avengers. It was perfect. Perfect seasoning. He was just awesome. When you watch it, you end up loving it. So yeah, there you go. Scarlet Witch was awesome. Black Widow was great. Falcon was good. Ant-Man. Everybody was good in this movie. The Hulk and Thor were in this movie, I don't know how the movie would turn out to be. It would be very different from what it was. The ending in this movie was like, wow. And yes, there are 2 after credits, so if you're going to go see it, make sure you stay. There are 2 after credits, just letting you know. And there you go. There's my review for this movie. So let me know what you think. And let me know what side you're on. You're on Team Cap, Team Iron Man? Leave a comment below, let me know. And stay tuned, because I'm pretty sure there's another, Marvel movie coming out soon. Maybe an X-Men coming up soon. I can't wait. I can't wait to do that review eventually when that movie comes out. And also, stay tuned for my Jungle Book review. Disney's Jungle Book. I did see it, and I can't wait to talk about it in my next video. So thank you very much, and have a good day.